We hear about it every day on our favorite TV shows, our most popular magazines, and in the songs that we listen to. So that begs the question, since sex is becoming such a mainstream topic in all of today's popular media sources, why can it still be awkward to discuss it with each other?
Well, that somehow seems to be part of the American psyche that we can, in some ways, be open about sex, but in other ways, we can't be very communicative about it.
There's all of these beliefs that sex is much bigger than it actually is.
You know, historians have perspectives on this, right? Our culture was kind of set up in a way that had a lot of conservative trends in it.
It's really ironic that we're bombarded with porn on computers. Every movie, TV show, Friends, whatever. There's so many sexual innuendos, and we laugh about it. We watch it in our movies, we hear it in our song lyrics, and have for a long time. But when it comes to having a heart-to-heart conversation with our own kids, people are, a little bit strange about it.
People talk about the movies from the 50s, where even if they showed a married couple, they had to be on separate twin beds. You couldn't show them like in the same bed, although obviously people recognize that people that are married would have sex, and people that have children would have sex. So again, it's like sometimes we've gone overboard to hide sexual activity even when it's normal and appropriate.
So with this topic being such a big part of many people's lives, including teens and young adults, should it be further discussed in classrooms and households?
Absolutely, and I think starting at a pretty young age, because kids make these decisions earlier and earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that it's almost easier if it's discussed in classrooms than in the household.
Researchers would think that we don't communicate about important things, then youth learn a lot of stereotypes, a lot of myths. They don't get misinformation.
So I think that by teaching it in classrooms, which is supposed to be an unbiased learning place, which whether we're doing a good job for that or not is a whole other argument. But if that's what it's supposed to be, it should be really easy for people to receive real information, and then between that and the morals they're receiving at home, grow into their own individual and make their own decisions.
Schools should be a safe, unbiased, knowledgeable environment. Are we doing a good job upholding that in classrooms?
I wish I could say that we were doing a great job in this topic, but I don't believe we are.
And I have plenty of friends who are in public schools that just tell really horrendous stories about just blatant lies, like condoms only work 40% of the time. That was something one of my friends was told in public school. And that's just like scientifically not true. That's actually just like there's nothing true about that.
A lot of schools teach this topic at 11th grade. I think that's way too late. I don't think parents talk about this. I think they shy away from it. They assume the school will take care of it. So I think there's problems there. No, I don't think we do a very good job. I think we need to take it more seriously and, really talk about these things and educate ourselves to keep our own ears open.
So if we're doing such a bad job with this topic in schools, what can we do to improve our understanding and teaching?
Well, there is a fair amount of empirical evidence that it is helpful to start communicating early to youth. So somehow we have to get this information out there better and dispel whatever fears that parents and teachers and other community leaders have about, this type of information.
Well, I think keeping a dedicated classroom to cover this topic. So often we kind of view health class as sort of this blow-off class that's like, oh, easy A.
Certainly there's ways it can be done poorly, but there is evidence that there are programs that work well and that you can really provide age-appropriate information.
My frustration sometimes is that parents want their kids to take it in the summer, to get it over with so they get the free block, and they want their easy A, and it's all about points.
We have to stop having so much wiggle room to make rules like you don't have to be educated yourself to teach it. And I think that if we can, math is not a taboo topic. It's in the school systems, it's something that we deal with every day. Sex ed can be the exact same.
By making classrooms a safe and comfortable environment and making sure the educators have a good, comfortable relationship with their students, we can discuss this topic more openly and as a whole be safer. Students will hopefully be able to then talk to their family about it, making this a more comfortable topic and getting our society to stop hiding sexuality. For PBS Student Reporting Labs, I'm Noah Kirrkamm.